Last night I just received 106925. This looks like it is the Christmas update, but it is not version 11, which we are still anticipating. So we're still on the 69 series, and there are a lot of new features here, but I'll leave that to someone else. I just want to concentrate today on to see if there is any improvement at all in the driving experience. So we're just going to take a quick trip to Walmart and then back home and see how it performs. Okay, so let's begin. And we'll see if there is any improvement or it's just some bug fixes here and there. Okay, that seemed about the same. It pulled out into the street and then paused for just a second before it then proceeded to make the left turn. So it seems like it's the same as it was in the 3.1 version. One of the things I've noticed now is that this banner that used to be all the way across is now relegated to the side over here. So I'm just going to remove that. Okay, that was exactly the same. It kind of crossed over the golf cart lane line, which made a smoother curved turn, which is what it was doing in the 3.1 version. Okay, very shortly we're going to come up here to Belvedere, which is a blind left turn, and we'll see how it handles this. One of the things I've noticed in the previous version is that it really just continues to creep, which
turn left onto Belvedere Boulevard,
which does tend to make me nervous that it's going to continue on. Once it stops and after its initial creep, I wish it would just stay stopped until it's ready to go. That way I'll know exactly what it is doing. Okay, we're a little bit too much across that line. Okay, we're going to hold here. There is a car coming. All right. All right, it's going ahead. And that was very good. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Okay, I'm going to have to stop it and take it out of full self-driving here because it does not see the gate. So I had to manually intervene there, or it would have gone crashing through that gate. All right, we're going to come up here to 466 and make a left turn. Most of the time it is a protected left. Okay. Don't slow down too much for that car, you'll just confuse him. Okay, now we're proceeding. And we'll see whether or not we make the protected arrow.
Now turn left onto County Road 466.
No, it doesn't look like we're going to. All right, now we have an unprotected green. These always make me a little nervous. Okay. I couldn't see around those cars. I'd hope that the FSD could, because it made the turn anyway. Okay, we're going to need to get over to the right lane, and it's slowing down and doing so. I don't know why it's almost coming to a stop here. I'm having to accelerate. I don't know whether it thinks that's a school zone or what, but it has been doing that even in the previous version.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto County Road 103.
Okay, it's been having a little bit of hard time after it makes this right-hand turn, getting in the far left lane in order to make the turn into Walmart.
Now turn right onto
We'll see if
County
there's
Road
any improvement
103.
here. Okay, we have a green light now. There's nobody behind me, so I'm going to let it do what it wants to do. We'll see what happens. Okay, it needs to get over. And it needs to get over again.
Now turn left onto Wedgewood Lane.
Okay, not bad. That was actually pretty good. Much better than it's been doing. So maybe there is a little improvement. As it's turning left, it tends to go right a little bit. I don't know if that's a new habit or not.
Now turn right.
Okay, I'm disengaging here. And I'll put in navigate back.
In 500 feet, turn left onto County Road 105.
Boy, he didn't like that guy. He didn't know what he was doing. He was coming out pretty fast there.
Now turn left onto County Road 105.
Okay, we're coming up. This is a pretty blind intersection here where it's making the left turn. It just cannot see to the left. So it is going to have to creep. All right, it did that fairly well.
Now turn left onto East County Road 466.
Now, if I were driving, what I would do is, as I make this turn, since I'm the only one that's permitted to turn left here, I would turn and go all the way over to the right lane, knowing that in a short period of time, I'm going to have to get into the right lane. But it almost seems like if it's turning, it always turns into the left lane. Now, that's probably what it's supposed to do, but it's not what I would do. See, we're in the left lane now. And somewhere up here, we're going to have to get over into the right lane. We've got a ways to go, though. I am impressed as it comes up on what is obviously going to be a red light. Anytime it wants to, it can get over into the right lane. We've got one more light here before it has to make that decision. Okay, it wants to get over now. Did that very well. I loved how it turned that car blue that we were going to cut in front of. Okay, now this is going to be a little tricky. It in the last couple of versions, it has not done this correctly. So we'll see, because when it does turn right, it's going to have to get into the left lane, because the right lane is a right turn only into the high school. And from this angle, it has not successfully done that in the last couple of versions. We'll see what it does. Okay, it needs to get over. Okay, it did that all right. Of course, knowing what was coming, I as a human would have turned into that left portion of the lane to begin with. Okay, at this point I'm going to have to take it out, disengage, because I have a gate up here and I have to use a key card in order to get in. All right, I'm re-engaging. Boy, it was pushing it on that truck there a little bit. Okay, some golf carts coming out. We're slowing down just a little bit from them until it figures out what it wants to do. Okay, come on, let's go on around them. Come on, you're going to make them nervous. Let's go. He's overly cautious around that golf cart. Overly cautious. Of course, it's still seeing the golf carts as though they were automobiles.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Northern Parkway.
Okay.
Now turn right onto Northern Parkway.
All right, we're turning here. Come on. Let's make the turn before that golf cart catches us.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Orchid Avenue.
Now that's one of the things that really makes me nervous, that it doesn't seem to understand. The golf carts in the golf cart lane,
Now turn left
when you're
onto
turning
Orchid
right,
Avenue.
could come up on your right. And they basically, okay, this should be interesting. Okay, it handled that very well. Seems to be very indecisive.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Churchill Downs, then turn left. Now turn right onto Churchill Downs.
Okay, we've got a little blind turn here. All right, you got it. And then we're going to turn left here.
Now turn left.
Oh, come on. It's just creeping.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
All right. Okay. Let's see what I think of it. Well, overall, I really do not see much difference in the version of 1069.3.1 and the new one which just came out, which is 10.69.25. I think most of the concentration was on the Christmas release of all the new features in the interface, more than actually in the full self-driving. I think we're going to see the vast improvements in those when version 11 does come out. So we'll have to wait for that. Now, what do I think? One of the problems that I see in the latest version and in the previous version, it is overly, unbelievably cautious, almost to the point that when it's indecisive and can't seem to make a decision, for example, in that left turn there was nothing coming, and yet it slowed down to a crawl. If there had been somebody behind me, they would be laying on their horn. And I find I have to actually push the accelerator to get it to go more often than I really want to. It also seems to be very indecisive in a lot of areas, and when it is, it of course goes on the side of caution, which I can't blame it, but still, when you go too slow, you make other drivers very nervous as to what your intentions are. They need to know exactly what you are going to do and what you are planning. And that is my biggest complaint right now. Other than that, it works fine. I've been very pleased with the 10.69.3.1, and this seems to be about the same. I don't see a lot of improvement one way or the other. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I can't wait until version 11 eventually comes out. Thanks for watching.